The topic of the session, in my opinion, is going to go down as a landmark theme of this conference. That's how I look at it anyway.
Should we put on the presentation? Do you want the presentation?
No, this is supposed to be the theme, continued resilience of print media in Asia, in collaboration with the Center for Media Studies. And I would like to welcome you all for this, what I said, most important theme of this conference in Hyderabad. It has a special significance also because I think the state of, the two states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are going to correct the impression going around the world, of course, including in India, that the print media is on the way or way out, which is not the case. That's what, over the last 35 years or more, I can't help but remembering, because Siddharth is here, in 1970-72, when the first National Readership Survey was done, I went to make a presentation on Maharashtra and Goa. The entire Bombay advertising industry was up against that I should not include certain tables in the report. Why I was mentioning is this is the beginning of the boom in the media industry in India. At that point, everybody thought the growth has come down below 2% annual growth of the print media, more specifically, because television was not there at that time. Why they wanted, that is that they were against, there was a exclusive regional language readers was being given in every table for every state, which they wanted to be removed. You understand why they wanted to be removed? Because they were cushy with English media and the steady growth, and they don't have to go out of Mumbai to create advertisements in the regional language. And that was, so to cut short, what I did was I made a presentation in Delhi to the Delhi media leaders with that as the primary lead. And that is the beginning of the arrival of the regional media in India. Thereafter, there are at least 8 or 9 studies that we have undertaken, continuously putting out, although it has not gone beyond certain quarters, but nevertheless, it has set the mindset of people with regards to the scope, structure, and the opportunities in the print media, and particularly the regional media. It was a report of mine, except Hindu, nobody supported that study. Mr. Murali, when I went to his room in Madras, he immediately accepted that and he paid the subscription. Everybody else, it was a colossal loss project to bring out the future of the Indian media, print media is in the, what I called at that time, Hindi land. State-wise, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan and all that, Bihar, was given. Why the previous years it was not, and now picking up. Anyhow, so this conference here, I am looking forward to see two things. One is that the investors' outlook towards the print media need to be corrected. The outlook is that perhaps it's not worth investing into the print media. There was some kind of. Second is the kind of manpower needs of the print media is reaching a problem scale. It needs to be corrected too. So I'm very happy in this conference there are many schools, media schools are participating, and that's why I said I wanted to congratulate Professor Pavarala for taking this initiative of having this conference. And so what I would like to do is, I would like to ask you first that there are 4 of us here. I would also like to make a brief, simple presentation of why I think that the resilience of the print media. Okay, these are the milestones, studies that kept up the prominence of the print media in India, not only kept up but caused the growth path. The first one, as I said, the readership survey, then the Hindi belt readership, Perspectives in the Media Scene in 2001, that was made in India International Center, a presentation, and with all these leaders including Samir Jain being there. Media Scene in the Hindi belt, then most important was the appetizer effect of TV news bulletin is something when we put out, there was a big, that was the beginning of the news television in India, arrival of news television in a big way, and the boom channels started at that time. A very structured study, systematic study has brought out at that time, and we hold to that even today. In fact, I will not go into that because that requires to have separate session. The what I call appetizer effect of news channels, the more you see, the more you read, to simply, not only more you see, more you read, but the credibility. Newspapers have become more the validation points for the, so then paradigm shift in the media operations, all that. That CMS has been tracking every day, every year, what is happening in every bulletin of most important channels, of course, including Andhra Pradesh and nationally. So that is the basis for some of these studies. Now you all know about the basic highlights about the totality of the scale of the print media is almost 200 billion rupees and 16 billion in terms of magazines. That is, so the 66% of advertising revenue still goes into the print media. This is one of the major sources for keeping it. The circulation readership continue to grow with readership, and of course readership now has come to almost crossed 400 million. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan, now Madhya Pradesh also can be cited, are good examples to indicate how this happened. Just to give you an idea, in Andhra Pradesh, the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, the number of TV channels, particularly the news channels, have gone from 4 to almost 20 news channels, 24-hour news channels. Nowhere else, perhaps in one language, that many channels are there within India or anywhere in one state. Since that happened, there is a 2 million circulation growth of print media in this state. So also in Rajasthan. Although the number of channels are not as many there, there are more, the channels have doubled there too, and the circulation has gone parallelly. The migration, which is often being talked about, it is nullified by what is called, what I call the duplication in access to media or exposure to media. That is where misleading interpretations are being provided. Perhaps I am not in the business of readership anymore, as I started that the initial ones and later the Hindi one, Hindi belt study. But now last few several years I am not in touch with. But the point I want to make is there is a deliberate effort to suppress information about the trends. You don't hear over the years trend. You only hear this year, this is the growth compared to the previous year. but beyond that, they don't talk about it. Anyway, I will not go into that. So, uh, the television in AP, that is the separation of the previous state into two states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, is going to give a spurt to the readership, circulation, and the print media in both the states. Both our states are going to benefit in this respect. So, the source for this, there are 8 definitive sources which are going to sustain the print media, the civilization. I mean, these are all deep-rooted. Some of them are deep-rooted, some of them are to do with investment and management related variables. These are all important ones are cultural plurality, multiplicity and diversity is the major source for sustaining this, and of course the regional languages and variation in the very politics, the scale of, and the landscape of itself, the education demographic and all that. Corporatization has, so far it has helped, but now there is a new trend. I think I am going to talk about it a little later. So the boom and the bust that is being talked in the print media is only temporary phenomenon. There is a cycle in terms of between less than 2% and more than or nearly 4% growth. The threats elsewhere being talked about it, threats to the print media or opportunities in India. As I mentioned, the more the television channels come in, the better for the print media, not only in terms of their numbers, but in terms of the credibility. Thanks to the television news channels, the credibility of the print media has gone up in different ways, using any kind of scaling methodology. So, social media need to be seen to what extent, but so far migration is not happening, but the initial big thing at the early age is the issue that need to be researched more. Now, the other element that could cause some despair is the return on investments. There is a fallacy that the television has become a more political power, temporal influencing aspect, and now the investment coming in the earlier years, there was no yardstick of investment return for the print media. Now, with the television, incidentally there are more than 500 channels, hardly one could say a dozen channels are even viable, and yet they are there. Not only there, but they are also growing, not only and expanding within vertically and horizontally. So, there is a return on the investment view need to be also corrected, that there is no return in the print media, and what is the return? Is it the profit return or viability aspect, or I remembered, I can't go into some of these things, Ashok Jain, when the Times of India started looking at this thing, what goes into their mind in terms of, he was not looking at all from any money from it, but then there are other things that he is generating out of this. That is, if that concept gets into, the print media is going to again receive much bigger attention. There are waves of growth, there are drivers which are causing this. As I mentioned, the Hindi belt and circulation and readership. See, the reduction in the readership which is being talked does not really mean that print media is on the wane. In fact, it is the other way around. The number of people who read a particular copy earlier was much higher than it is today. That means there is a more prosperity, there are more people buying it, going into the newer publication, etc. So, there is a misinterpretation of that. It was a deliberate misinterpretation, not beyond the exposure in terms of, as I mentioned, about validation issue and Now, there are two threatening policy issues. One is cross media ownership. The more the cross media ownership is allowed, the more the threat to print media. The second is the monopolization. The more the monopolization, the more the threat of pushing this to a corner, the print media, is possibility is there, and we need to keep a watch in the next few years, because the policy changes are coming in a big way in terms of FDI, in terms of allowing cross media, which was restrictions were there earlier. Now the trend looks that removing the restriction is a popularistic view. From whose popularistic, I will not go into that. As I mentioned, advertising revenue, you see the still major part of advertising is going to the print, and this is going to continue, because the advertisers would like to see be seen and kept, not just instant passive. Yes, I am concluding. So the growth saga will continue. The Indian growth model is the TV priorities, more of the same. As long as that continues, the growth of the print media will keep up. The appetizer effect will continue. Increasing doubts of reliability of the hype of on TV, continued advertising support, promotional effect, the more, etc., and strategies that are likely to retain newspaper resilience in the coming years. Innovation of newspapers. We have ingenious people in this country. Any day, anywhere we can compete. That kind of talent we have in this, if they are allowed to, if they are facilitated to. So rationalizing the cost of production. This is the cost of production is one thing. If the corporatization is not there, this problem is not there. It is because of the corporatization, they want to increase everything. It's a deliberate, what cost 10, would like to see that it costs 20 is a tendency. The trained manpower, as I mentioned earlier, is one area that need to be looked into. Relevance of or validation view of readers of newspapers as compared to the hot news concept. Democratization of print media, this is something, a very deep concept. The democratization of news media, the print media particularly, is in so many respects. New journalism, going beyond priorities of news media. Because of all these things, I believe that print media may be under threat, but not in danger of vanishing sooner or later. Thank you.